You should race your adventure bike. And no, I don't mean you need to quit your job and start pretending you're Pol Terrace. I'm talking about taking that motorcycle, sitting in your garage, finding a local race, and signing up. Because racing your adventure bike might be one of the best things you can do for yourself, your local riding community, and the little town where that race happens. Also, it's probably the only way to justify all the money you just spent on those fancy crash bars. Adventure motorcycles have exploded in popularity, and manufacturers have gotten very good at selling us the idea of adventure. Panniers, GPS units, crash bars, auxiliary lights, $1,200 riding jacket and pant combos, and a motorcycle prepared to cross Mongolia that we mostly ride to lunch 15 minutes from home. And there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes a motorcycle's greatest achievement is carrying you to a brewery without dropping the fries. But every once in a while, we ought to use these things for what they're built to do. And one of the best ways to do that is racing. Here's what keeps a lot of people away. They hear race and think, I'm not fast enough. Correct, neither am I, but that's not the point. Your first race isn't against the guy beside you, it's against yourself. Can you finish? Can you keep the bike moving? Can you make good decisions while tired? Can you pick up that 450-pound motorcycle for the 5th time and still laugh about it? That's racing. Even if you finish dead last, you still raced. Most adventure bike owners can't say that. Most are still waiting for the perfect luggage system to arrive in the mail. Adventure motorcycling is exploding, and I don't just mean at the coffee shops. Let's look at Bull Romaniacs this year. If you want proof that adventure bike racing has momentum, here it is. For years it meant lightweight 2-strokes and the best hard enduro riders on earth. Then adventure bikes showed up, because apparently the terrain wasn't difficult enough already. In 2025, Romaniacs introduced Adventure Ultimate and Adventure Lite. For 2026, organizers added a middle category, Adventure Core. So now you've got Lite, Core, and Ultimate, which is also a pretty accurate description of owning an adventure bike. And in 2026, 100 riders competed across those 3 adventure classes. CF Moto alone had 43 motorcycles enter across the adventure categories. That's when manufacturers start paying attention. Racing has always been a laboratory. You break things, you improve things, you find better suspension setups and stronger skid plates. Eventually, the motorcycles we buy get better because of it, or at least the marketing department gets better footage. But let's put ourselves aside for a second. There's a bigger reason you should race. Local racing needs riders, because without entries, there isn't a race. When 100 or 200 motorcycles descend on a small town, we buy fuel, food, groceries, ice, coffee, ibuprofen. For one weekend, it creates a little economy. The local diner may not know what a hare scramble is, but it knows what happens when 80 hungry riders walk through the door after a race. And the people putting on these races, well, they need help too. The promoters, clubs, landowners, volunteers, the people marking the course, clearing trail, running checkpoints, keeping scoring, dealing with insurance, and explaining to the landowner why there's a motorcycle in his tree now. These events don't magically exist. They continue because riders show up. You can post all you want for supporting local racing, but what really supports it better? An entry fee, showing up, buying lunch in town, bringing your friends, and coming back next year, preferably with fewer broken parts. Now, I'm not telling you you should ship your motorcycle to Romania next week. Start local. Find an enduro, hare scramble, rally, cross-country race, or adventure bike class. Enter the easiest appropriate class. Don't worry about winning. Don't worry about looking stupid. You're probably going to fall over. You're probably going to get passed. And there's a good chance some 58-year-old guy on a motorcycle older than yours will absolutely smoke you. He may also offer correct advice afterwards. That's part of it. And this only works if we show up. We talk about wanting more places to ride, more trails, more events, more adventure bike classes, more access, but those things don't happen just because we want them. They happen when people participate. Romaniacs added adventure classes, and riders showed up. The classes succeeded, and they added another one. Now 100 adventure racers are lining up at Romaniacs. That's how something grows. The same applies to a little race 2 hours from your house. So yes, you should race your adventure bike. Not because you're going to become a professional racer, not because you're going to win, and definitely not because your 500-pound motorcycle suddenly became a dirt bike. It didn't. Physics remain undefeated. Do it because it'll make you a better rider. Do it because you'll meet people who are just as obsessed with motorcycles as you are. Do it because your entry helps another grassroots race stay alive. Do it because that little town down the road benefits when dirty motorcycle riders roll in looking for fuel, food, and somewhere to sleep. And do it because adventure riding shouldn't just be something we buy. It should be something we do. So find a race, put a number on the bike, line up, and see what happens. You might be terrible at it. You might get passed by a man whose motorcycle has a Kickstarter. You might spend the afternoon wondering why you thought this was a good idea. But I can almost guarantee you'll have a story to tell. And probably a repair bill. So, let's go race.